Hey there, what's up, West Jordan? This is Myhriah Young, your new chamber president, although not so new anymore. In fact, I was going to share that tomorrow is my 1 month anniversary as the chamber president. So woohoo! Already been a month. It has been so fast, I cannot believe it. So I finally kind of feel like I'm getting the lay of the land and learning a lot of the things that I need to know to be an effective chamber president. So I do want to say thank you to all of you who have made me feel so welcome, who've helped me fit my role. To our board members, I'm probably going to leave someone out, but I'm going to try not to. We've got Carl, Matthew Bedford, Kaysen King, Jan Brownstein. Am I missing anybody? I think that's everybody. And to some soon-to-be chambers members or board members, excuse me, Brittany Horn and Marcy Hill. They've all been super helpful. And then those of you that I've seen out in the community, whether it's been at a networking meeting, a roundtable discussion, meetings that we've had, connections that we've been creating with, introductions, etc. I thank you to everybody. So also a big thank you to the last president, Robin Hewling, for getting me all settled and everything, all the details figured out, as well as the president before that, Lori Gale, has also been super helpful and just helping me to see some of the things that I didn't even know I needed to be doing. So there we go. There's where you have it. We are well in 1 month. We've got 6 months to go until December and until we've figured out if we're going to be around still or not. But I have great news, lots of great things happening. So I am extremely hopeful for this. So I have a few things to go over. So if you are watching, or whether it's live or in the replay, grab a beverage. I got my water and let's just chat about a few things going on. All right. So where to start? Last week. Oh my gosh, a lot happens in a week. I think I came on 2 weeks ago. I've been meaning to do these every week, but last week was just so busy that I figured I'd just give you the recap. So last week we did meet with the Jordan School District, Julie Scherzinger, let me make sure I say that correctly, with the CTE program. Oh my goodness, if you guys do not know about this program, it's amazing. So we are looking at some ways to create some potential advertising possibilities, as well as community partnerships with businesses who want to be involved with something like this. So I will say, do you need an intern? You might want to learn about this CTE program. So we'll be actually putting a whole post about that here very soon, including our email. Just trying to get this transition finished before we start chatting about that. We also met with the city economic development team, a portion of them. We were meant to meet with the mayor, but it just happened to be the day that the governor put the ban on the fireworks. And so he was called into a press conference, rightfully so. So we didn't get to meet with Mayor Dirk Burton, but I'm sure that's going to happen very soon. What I will say is it was an extremely collaborative meeting. We're very excited to work together. And as long as we're supporting the West Jordan businesses, we all seem to have the same goal, which I'm very excited about. So, then we had our Strictly Networking event on Wednesday at the Nacho House. And guys, we packed that place out. It was awesome. Like, they were not ready for the amount of people we had. And honestly, we had no idea how many people we were going to have. We went from a reservation of 8 to a room full of 25. So it was really fantastic. So make sure that you're watching our calendar, which I will be updating today. And yeah, we'll make sure that you pay attention to that. We do those once a month. I think it's typically on the third Wednesday of the month. So you're going to want to make sure that you're watching that and come and join us. There was a lot of connections made, a lot of collaborations I heard in the room, and it was just really great. So make sure you come. And a big thank you to the Nacho House for hosting us. They were super flexible, very helpful, and got us in that room, even though that was not what they thought we were reserving. So that was really appreciated. They will actually probably be at our first Friday, which in July happens to be the second Friday on the 10th, at Legacy Retirement Residence. And they're going to actually come and have a table there and share with us about their location. So I'm excited about that. All right, we have a lot of upcoming events. I will get them on our calendar. I promise, probably today or tomorrow. But I want you guys to put a couple of things on your calendar. I've actually got my calendar sitting out right here. Here it is. So you know I'm not fibbing. So, several things to get on your calendar. And again, I will have those details out pretty quickly. So the second Wednesday, which is the 8th, we're doing our Women in Leadership. Now, if you have not been attending our Women in Leadership, let me tell you, they are phenomenal. And I'm not just saying that. Myself, Mountain West, and the South Jordan Chamber, we have been curating content that has actually been asked for, which I know is such a concept, but it's true. We were asked about marketing, and then we were also asked about branding. And so that is the content that we're putting together. And I will give you a little hint. Our one after this is about personal development and self-care, which we're very excited about. Perfect timing, holidays. Who doesn't need that at that time of year, right? So the second Wednesday, the 8th, we're actually extending the time. It's from 11 to 1. We got feedback about that they wanted it to be longer because we've also been bringing in a self-care moment along with our content. And we've had many women who just said, let's just expand it. We'll put it in our calendar and we'll be there. But we've been working on this branding series. This is actually the last one of the teaching series. And then we're actually going to have a cool cherry on top. We're finalizing the date. We've just went and looked at the venue today. But we're going to do a carnival type event. We're calling it Brand Camp, where you're going to get your headshot. You're going to do your recorded video. You're going to work on your pitch. And this is not just for business owners. This is for leaders as well. Are you a manager? Are you a business owner that has multiple employees who you would like to be living your brand when they're out and about? This is for you. So this is going to be really an awesome event. But this coming up month in July, we're finalizing this series with basically, what did we call it? Dang it, I can't think of it right now. But it is going to be taking everything that we've been learning about a brand, how to live your brand, how to speak it, do it, all the things that go along with that. And we're actually going to have you bring your laptops. We want you to get ready to workshop. This is going to be very different. And we've got Heidi, who is coming in with, wow, I really need my stuff in front of me. She actually does targeted marketing print. She's really fantastic. I know it's City Publishing, I think something. I apologize, Heidi, if you're watching this. Anyway, she's super fantastic. She's going to bring it all together, everything that we've been talking about. And we are going to make sure we get down to the nitty gritty so that when you come to the brand camp, you will know exactly what you need to do. And you'll have lots of ideas for getting them done at that. That is going to be it's almost like a carnival work meeting, get things done kind of an event. That's going to be a lot of fun. So please make sure to mark on your calendar July 8th. That's the second Wednesday of the month from 11 to 1 at Legacy Retirement Center. And guys, you can come too. You can totally come. This is not just for ladies. I can't tell you the price offhand, but I will get that put up. I know that there's a member price and a non-member price. So we also had homework from last time. So if you're like, hey, I don't really know what the homework was, don't let that stop you. It's okay. While these do build on each other, they are also their own teaching too. So please just come. Don't let that stop you. Next. Okay. I went a little long on that one, but that's okay. Oh, build your brand blueprint. Look at that. I had it on my notes. Ha! And it's going to bring it all together, prep us for August 12th. Okay, there you go. Another event, which is actually a tri-chamber event. Both of those are tri-chamber events. We have at July 15th to celebrate America's birthday, 250 years. I know it's kind of been a bum season for us since we can't do fireworks and things like that, but we can still enjoy the professional displays. But we are going to celebrate at Galaxy of Games in Harriman, one of our local game inventors. Mike Agrilius actually created a game that a lot of people around here seem to know called Abstract. But he also created this game called Made in the USA. And of course, he's got his 250 on there. Like, it's just meant to celebrate America and just be a fun game. So we wanted to do something a little bit different that wasn't just a networking meeting, because, you know, we do those all the time. We wanted to do something where we sit, we, you know, interact, we do something just kind of fun. And we're going to provide a light lunch, nothing too crazy, but you are welcome, of course, to bring your own lunch if you want. There are also snacks at the snack bar at Galaxy of Games. And that is going to be from noon to 2. And you can come when you're able. You know, you don't have to be exactly on time. You can come at 12:30 if that's easier for you, but we'd love to have you. So I know it's a little bit far from West Jordan, but not too bad. It's really not too bad. It's probably like a 15-20 minute drive. So not that bad. And you're welcome to bring older kids. We would love to have them. We've been having them anyways, so you may as well bring them to a game day. It'll be a lot of fun. Next, these ones I have on the calendar. We're going to be doing a lot more. The coffee conversations with the Prez. We're going to do our very first one on July 13th. That's a Monday. It's going to be at High Point Coffee. I'm very excited about this. Steve is excited to have us. He's the owner. And we're just going to get together and we're just going to talk. It's just coming and talking and chatting about whatever you want to chat about with me. So I'd love to have you. Just come get some coffee. I actually get tea. I'm not a big coffee drinker anymore. I used to be. But just come and enjoy. They have lots of other refreshments and baked goods too. So you can just enjoy. Let's see. And that's going to be at 10 a.m. And then the first lunch mob, I have a long list of places to check out that were actually given from people in West Jordan Happenings, if you're not in that group. And the very first one that we're going to do is Spud Tato's. I've never been there, so I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But we had so many votes for that one. It was crazy. So it was an obvious first one to do. And that one is actually going to be on July 27th. It's a Monday. And I think I got a call. I'll verify. I want to actually try and do it during a time that they're not super busy, because we want to basically mob them with our business, eat food. And there's no agenda to this. It's just come, get some food, support this business, and eat, just have some fun. Come and hang out. So these are all events that we're going to continue to do. I figured since it's July, we're just going to start with one a month, and then we'll move on from there if we decide that we want to do more. So we'll probably be doing 3 more roundtable discussions. You will see that I did post what industry you're in. I do have a couple already in mind that I want to do, but I would love to know what industry you are in so that we can get the people in the room that you will need in the room. Whether it's collaborators or people that, you know, you are in the same industry as. What I found these to be is an awesome time to not just share what your wins are, your struggles are, but the amount of collaboration that has been happening around these tables has been awesome. So I'm going to be planning 3 more, probably like 2 weeks into July, only because obviously with 4th of July and all that, like there's not much happening right now. You will also see, if you're following us, that we did our first Business Beats business highlight. And it was actually with Brandon Pedersen of Dryer Vent Superheroes of Salt Lake City. And that was really fun. He told some really great stories. I had no idea that checking your dryer vent could potentially save your marriage. So you should watch it. It was very fun. Again, not super long. It was only like 10 minutes. So you could definitely just get a beverage like I'm saying right now. And go check it out. If you would like to be part of our Business Beats, I am sending out emails to our current business owners in the chamber, but you know, this is not limited to our business owners. It is a perk of being a business owner, but I also recognize I'd love to show you what we can do with the West Jordan Chamber. So if that is you and you're like, hey, I'd really love to have a business beat at my location, that's my preference, is to do it at your location. If you're a home-based business, we can find somewhere to do with that. And that's what we did with Brandon. We did that at High Point Coffee. But I would love to come interview you, show your space, do all of that stuff. We want to support West Jordan community businesses, and that's the whole point. So you can email me, which I will put my email into the comments after this live. So, but it is WJCC President gmail.com. I know it's a Gmail, but right now that's just what we're working with. So, we are also building our community partnerships. So I've had several businesses reach out from our posts that we're doing and everything, wanting to be a part of what we're doing. And so we're not just looking for memberships. I will have a lot more to describe this here pretty soon, but we're building a full-on ecosystem within the West Jordan Chamber. And so what we're looking for is businesses who want to partner with us, who want to create community, who are looking for ways to be visible, to help out in the community, to help us build out the things that we want to build out. And so while we do, yes, we have our core membership that you can just join. It's very easy. You can go to our website and just join and pick based off of your size of your company. There's a few benefits that just come with that, just naturally. But really what we're building, it's not on there right now, and it will be. We're working on that. But if you want to do more than just your core membership, let's talk, because this is customized to you and customized to what you want to see happening in our community, what you want to support, and the visibility that you would like to get. So let's talk about that and let's just make it happen. Okay. So we're building our community partnerships. We're also building our visibility and education ecosystems as well. I'll have a lot more information on this very soon, but all of that comes along with our partnerships. And so being able to be the name behind some of the things that we are doing, events, etc., that we're going to be doing, those are all things that you can be a part of as one of our partners. And finally, I know this was a lot. I wanted to share with you guys that I am reading, and I read this book every single year, and anytime I have a team that I've put together, I have my team read this. I'll probably have our board read this. And I know, sorry, I've got these candles right behind me and they keep sticking up. I'm trying to cover them, but every now and then they just peek out. So that's what you're seeing. And some of you may be like, what is happening? Okay, so now you know. It's not really an elephant in the room, but it's there, right? So the book that I love to read, I have several of them that I read every single year, and this is one of those. It's by Jessie Cole, the owner of the Savannah Bananas. In one of my previous roles, I was very fortunate to actually get to work with their first impressions director way before they were as popular as they are today. And I loved everything that they're doing. And I do believe that almost every business, organization, all of it can use this book. And I listen to it on audio as well. As you can see, I've got the physical book because I like to underline and do all of that stuff. But the book, fans first. Such a great book. Anybody out there, have you read it? I'd love to know. But there's so many concepts in here that are so good and completely relevant to what we want to do with the chamber. So I've got lots of ideas, lots of things that we can do, and you're going to see some of those starting to come out here pretty soon. But I was going to invite you, if you are a reader, if you like to read good books, let's read this together. I'm not going to do a book club because I'm not good at that. I'm going to be honest. I'm not good at keeping like a consistent date and time to do this, and then keeping on schedule, because again, I listen to this, so what I would read versus what I listen to would be completely different, so it just doesn't work for me. However, if you come to one of our coffee conversations and you happen to be reading this, let's chat about it. I would love to hear your thoughts and your ideas that you get from that. So I just wanted to make sure that I invited you guys to do this, to read this with me if you would like. Great book. I have a couple more, but I'm not going to share them today. I've already shared enough. But the most important thing, of course, is if you are a West Jordan business and you're not sure about what the chamber's all about, what it is that we're trying to create, that's why I'm creating all of these opportunities to meet with me. I want to talk to you. I want to hear about it. I want to hear your concerns, your questions, everything. So don't feel like you have to show up to everything. That's not the reason we're doing this. In fact, if anything, I would say, please don't show up to everything, because that's just going to be way too much. You probably have other things that you need to be doing. But we're putting all of these things out here so that you possibly could join us. We would love to have you join us. We have so many things that we're working on. I have had so many great meetings with so many great people and organizations that honestly, it's just up to us what we want to create. So I'm very open, very collaborative, love meeting with people, love hearing ideas, and love figuring out how we can make them happen. And that's what I want to do. So please feel free if you're ready to join the chamber and you're like, hey, I'm good. I'll drop the link down below and you can join us. And if you're not ready for that, that's okay. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's have a dialogue about what it is that you're looking for or what it is that you're needing, what you need support in. And if we can do that with the chamber, regardless of whether you join or not, we'd obviously love to have you, but maybe it's not the fit right now, and that's okay. But we're going to do what we can to help you. We believe in West Jordan. We believe in the community, and it's more about that than anything else. So again, you can email me at wjccpresident@gmail.com. And of course, you can always comment here. And you can also DM me if you want to. There's multiple ways you can interact with us. We've got our blog, we've got our YouTube channel, we got our social medias, we have our email newsletter that comes out. I'll drop the link in there as well so that you can sign up if you want to stay caught up. But there's no reason not to get involved, right? So if you've been the person that's just been sitting back and watching and thinking, man, I wish the chamber did this, or I wish we had that, now's the time to jump in, because we've got 6 months, guys. 6 months. Tomorrow's July 1st. And we have till December 31st to prove that we are a viable chamber. And I believe we are. So I will say, you'll hear me say this all the time, it takes a village to build a business and support a business. So let's make West Jordan that village. All right, guys, thank you so much. For those of you watching live and or if you're watching the replay, let me know. I'd love to hear. But please reach out. I hope that's what you guys have heard from this. I want to hear from you. All right. Have a fantastic Monday, a great week. And if I don't hop on before then, or I don't see you before then, have a happy 4th of July. All right. Bye.